All right. Team training, April 1st, 2021. No April Fools here. We're meant to be here. So I totally forgot it was April Fools. I was reading somebody's post who's a friend who's kind of like political, and I was reading his post and I was like, what is, I'm like, oh wait, it's April Fools. It's like, okay, that makes total sense. So today, well, first of all, everybody, like, amazing March. Wow. That was awesome to see everybody putting in the work and getting amazing results. And so pat yourself on the back. So we're going to celebrate some of that tonight, probably like this much of it, because there's so many people just on fire, and keeping that momentum going in this season is going to be so key. I mean, this is the season that builds the rest of your year. You know, these are the seeds that you're planting the foundation, like the clients and coaches that you're bringing on. Like, this is the future of your business in 2021. So if you're not in momentum, I know we don't try to like should on people, but you should get into some momentum, because this is pretty amazing time. So we're just going to get into it because we got some celebration to do. And anybody wants to share, if you're not part of the original list for celebrating, if you want to share something from your own journey that you're celebrating, feel free. Like, we just want to come off and celebrate your achievements, but also maybe just hear some tips, some things, some awakenings that may have happened with you and your business and what's been working. So first, Dana, I'll have you go first.
Okay,
All right.
you ready? Sorry, the lighting is so awful in my 80s camper, but my mattress is really comfortable. I just wanted to tell you that. But I want to celebrate Cynthia Rodriguez. Um, she started coaching February 19th, and not only did she get her cab bonus, which we know can be quite a challenge in our, well, it was for me. First 30 days, she got her cab bonus. And then in March, she hit senior coach, and she had a frontline qualifying volume over 2,000. So that's been very motivating for her, I think, to now get certified in the coming weeks. And we've had a lot of incredible share calls, and she is really putting in the work and following Fast Track to Freedom, and just, putting it out there and really stepping outside of her comfort zone, um, and just loving helping other people. And I just want to congratulate her on what an amazing start, and I'm so excited to partner with you.
Thank you, Dana. I would have never dreamed of doing anything like this. In the beginning, I shared my fears and my insecurities, but now I'm doing things I never thought I'd be doing. And it's like I'm making friends all over the United States, and I have to say the Fast Track to Freedom really works. You know, um, you just do what it says, and it really draws the people in. And the biggest reward is when I get a text or a call. I lost 5 pounds, 9 pounds, 7.6 pounds. That's the best thing, because I've been there. I know what it feels like. You know, I I I wish I wish that I can make these calls on my own, but it's that little insecurity I still have. But I appreciate all the time that you've given me. And I know you're busy with your family, your life, but you always get back to me in Messenger or text. And without you, and without you believing in me, I don't think I would have ever dreamed of doing this. And we talked about this, and I said, I'm building my base right now. And I know that as the months go on, I'm going to have some financial freedom. And that's awesome. That feels great. I have one of my clients already said she's going to go and reorder, and she's only in her second week. So I mean, that's great, because I did share the video that Jason put out about the items that are not in stock. So, she's going to jump on that and get her favorites. So it's just, I'm looking toward the future and what this can do for me, financially. I mean, as a single woman, I need to know that in the future I can take care of myself. And it's a bonus. It really is a bonus. I appreciate you for putting up with me for a whole year before I said yes, and just getting me here. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. It's been a pleasure. It's great getting to know you, and welcome to our family.
Yay! Congrats, Cynthia.
Thank you.
I love it. And I know that you've been putting in a lot of work, but it's going to start paying off big time here very soon. And I know when we did your coach launch talking about, the financial piece of this, and I think that a lot of people, when they get into coaching, don't even see like what the vision of this can be for you. And when we start sharing that with people, not only on the health side, but also those people that need some financial freedom on their own too, like that's when it really gets fun. So I love that. All right. So Eileen is patiently waiting at the airport for us because she's got to wait till the call's done. She's stuck. All right. We are going to move on. So Tammy, you had someone to bring on and celebrate a giant goal. And then also she's going to bring on some people to celebrate some fun things. So have at it.
Yes. All right. So I am so honored to celebrate Miss Shelly tonight. Shelly has hit some massive goals. And it's not just like, you don't just hit a rank, you grow into the rank. And we have watched Shelly like really just step into herself, like, growing is hard, and it's learning about the person that you're leaving, the past that you're leaving, and growing into your future self. And sometimes those two people kind of fight with each other a little bit. And Shelly she perseveres, she pushes through, she stays incredibly consistent. She lives very passionately out loud about her newfound life and shares this gift unapologetically with absolutely everyone. And she has definitely very much earned her brand new, she's first month qualifying for national director, which means she has 3 executive director teams underneath of her, plus a couple other senior coaches, integrated national, which is a big deal. And, but not only that, she's running a 20K FQV frontline. So she's helping a ton of freaky people and making incredible impact. So Miss Shelly, go ahead and come up and tell us your secret.
Oh my gosh, there is no secret. There is no secret sauce, guys. Consistency is honestly the key, and staying within structure and just not quitting. And it's one of the things that I tell the coaches on my team all the time. Consistency is going to trump anything else any day. You're going to continue to stay in people's spaces, create relationships, love on people, even when you don't see anything happening. You just keep doing all of the things. I learned from the beginning, I kind of came out running. They were scrambling to put extra like coaches in my thread because Shelly came out the door screaming Optavia to everybody. So I had to learn very quickly to rein some of my excitement in and share things the right way. But trust your mentorship, trust the people that are mentoring you and loving on you and believing in you and leading you, because none of us would ever do anything to turn your business upside down or sideways. We will do absolutely everything that we can to help you create whatever it is that you're looking to achieve. And that's whether you are looking to make impact with people, whether you're looking to create a specific income. Some people aren't driven by money. Some people are driven by service. And some people are just driven by just loving and seeing other people be successful. I'm driven a couple of different ways, and obviously financial is a big one for me. So it does motivate me to continue moving forward. So I have a lot of big goals and a lot of big dreams, and I probably will work my business 15 times harder than somebody next to me because I know what I want. And if you're willing to put 20 minutes a day into your business, or you're willing to put 13 hours a day into your business, that's completely up to you. You have the ability to make that decision, and it can look however you want it to look. So be consistent, be transparent, show people around you that you are human and that you are flawed, and that you don't have to be perfect to be successful on program or in this business. Because if you show people that you're just like them and you're no better, that's when people are going to follow you, and they're going to stalk you, and eventually they're going to say, okay, what is this thing that you're doing? Because I need some of that. So just don't give up, guys.
Love it, Shelly. Awesome. So you, well, one, you've always run a high frontline volume, but guys, if you don't know, running over 20K is like the creme de la creme of frontline volume. And, you know, not to make it about money, but I mean, that's, you know, over $6,000 income a month just from clients, which is pretty massive, which is most people's full-time income just right there. So that's pretty awesome, Shelly. I love it. Okay, so you have a couple people to celebrate. So I'll let you go ahead and bring them on.
Well, I am going to bring on somebody first who was a runner screamer, blew my hair off when she randomly added me as her coach from across the country. And I just remember doing health assessments, walking around in the dark in the campground. You know, she had so many people that just really, really just gravitated toward her. And, you know, she has put in so much hard work and heart work, just truly loves people. So Sam, come on out, girl.
Okay, so yeah, those first few weeks were insane. I was going like, I was getting these things, congratulations on making manager. And I'm like, I don't know what that is. I don't have a kit yet. So it was insane. Shelly had to do like the first, I don't know, 12 or 13 health assessments because I didn't have health assessments. Such a, oh Lord, my internet connection is unstable. We had such a fun time learning how to do that. And I'm turning on my mobile hotspot again. I hate this internet. But we had such a fun time learning to do that, and just learning how to go. But you know what? One of the dangers is when you go ED in your first 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I don't remember. I remember Dan Valentine saying, I was on my first, I introduced myself on my first team training, you know, as a new coach, whatever. And he said, Sam can go by November. She could make ED as possible. And I was like, I don't know what an ED is, but I'm doing it, you know? So I did. And it was, but then like all of the hot people stopped. And when that happened, I got really discouraged. It got tough. You know, I had my residuals, I had things, I was making my ED, I was making my rank, but it stopped. But gradually that frontline volume kind of eked down. And come February, about mid-February, I'm sitting, or it might have been even later in the month than that, I'm sitting at about 3,000 FQV. And I have gone quiet in my coach thread. I'm frustrated. People are canceling their premieres. It's just falling to pieces. And Shelly texted me and said, hey, you know, you want to hop on a Zoom sometime? And I was like, well, I've got an appointment at 4. I've got this or that, you know. And she said, well, you can do it now. We're available now if you're ready. And I said, sure. And we hopped on and they said, what is going on? You know, and we had some heart to heart. And I said, I am just sick of it. I'm sick of it all. I'm frustrated. I mean, it was, you know, and I went to Awaken, and, you know, they poured into me, but I went to Awaken, and I honestly, I've got this picture here. This is my picture of me and Shelly and Heather. But I was looking at this today, and I thought, that picture of me, that was somebody who didn't think she belonged in Awaken. I didn't. I was there thinking I am an imposter and I don't belong there. And so I came out of there, I hit ED, you know, I made it, I did it. And I had a senior coach, like the last night of Awaken, that I had a coach go senior, and things went okay. And it was great. But that person, I mean, it hit me. I didn't think I belonged there. And I can see it all over my face right there. But I decided that in March, I was doing something. And I have done Coach Burke's trainings. I have been on Mastermind. If I can do a training, I am on it. And I incorporate it, and I listen. I now started blowing my coach straight up again. But I've got another coach. Man, she was running for senior. She barely missed it, but she'll get it. And I'm working, but I hit 10 grand this month. And I was at 9,300, and I was like, this is not acceptable. It was like, you're like 2 days left in the month. And I'm like, this is not acceptable. And I messaged Shelly. I said, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. I've got to get something going. And she messaged me and said, you know, how about getting out your clients that have quit? And maybe messaging them. And I was like, well, I'm sitting here with my folder of my future clients, and I was going to message them. So I'm just going to do this. And I sent a video text to every health assessment I had done, offering a $50 wellness credit if they started before the 31st. And I just, you know, and I sent an individual. I filmed that sucker for each individual one. Hey, Shelly, how are you doing? And I remember that you were hoping to lose 30 pounds so that you could pick up your grandkid. And I would love to help you on that journey. And, you know, I can offer you $50 and whatever. Well, before I got finished with it, I had a text message from somebody saying, hey, how did you know I was going to call you, that I needed to call you? And she signed her and her husband up. Well, that I had my 10 grand, you know. And it was the best. I told Shelly I want to sit down on the floor and cry, because I know I earned that. That ED stuff that happened at the beginning was insane, but I didn't work for that. But I worked my butt off for that 10,000. And so, you know, I feel different. That's when I go to convention and have one of these, it'll be a different person. So anyway, that is it. Do the work, stay consistent, listen to your mentorship, and talk to them when you're feeling down.
And
All right, I gotta chime in, Shelly. Before you.
Yes.
I gotta chime in before you announce, Rachel, because like what Sam said right there at the end was so important. Like that's the difference between someone who's just like, oh yeah, this is great, and someone's like determined, I'm gonna make this work. And that, like, Sam, congratulations, because that right there, you know, the obstacle is the way. We hear it all the time, but you were just like, I want this. And I just want to applaud you for that, because, and number one, too, like, you belonged at Awaken. You might not have felt like it, but know that someone there, a lot of people on this call saw something in you and knew you belonged there. So, you know, first of all, thank yourself for making that investment and kind of getting past that fear. But congratulations. That's awesome. Sorry, Shelly. I just had to say that because that's a huge awakening.
And for flying all the way to the snow to make that happen. So I'm going to introduce Rachel, who is a first-time ED. Rachel and I go way, way back to the days when I used to breed labs. They actually have one of the labs from one of our first litters. I absolutely not just love Rachel herself, love her accent. You guys are going to be completely intoxicated when she talks. but she is so empathetic and just loves everybody. And she is so willing to work through fear. She's so willing to fight against challenge and then do it anyway. So the obstacles have definitely been the way for her. And I absolutely love that part of her because she totally fights it. And then it's just so funny because she just turns right back around and just dishes it back out to us. So it couldn't be any more fun to work with you and just to see you thriving and see you helping people. So take it away, Rachel.
Hey, Shelley. I really couldn't have asked for a better coaching team than what I have. And I feel that you guys are so transparent that I can just be really real with you, especially when you're asking me to do things like Facebook Lives. I feel like I get totally set up like, hey, I can't turn a challenge down. So they're like, hey, are you up for a challenge? I'm like, yeah, of course. And then they give me the challenge and I'm like, oh God. So I have to kind of fight through that. And, like just through my whole journey, I have realized that my weight was an armor and now it's not there. And so I'm very, very vulnerable. And I keep just letting myself feel that. And I keep just showing up and I keep doing what I'm told to do. So I fast tracked but I felt like I was on like the Tammy and Shelley fast track before I actually did fast track. Because they like every day, hey, you're up for a post, you're up for a post. And so that's how I started. And fast track really just catapulted that. And, I would level up into the next, coaching. And I was excited, but I'm like, oh, I don't even know what I am, but I'm really excited about it. So I've just really loved the journey. And the financial piece is just the icing on the cake because it is so hard to go to bed at night because I'm so energized by sharing the program and talking to people and having those connections that I never would have had the opportunity to have before programs. So yeah, thanks so much for having me and for coaching me and guiding me and putting me in this position. I just love it. Thanks.
Congrats, Rachel. So awesome. And yes, you have a great accent and I'm glad I know where it's from. I thought she was East Coast, but the more you talk now, I'm like, oh no, that's not it. All right. So again, executive director, that's a huge accomplishment. So be very proud of yourself. And then once you see like your extra bonus come in for the 15th, that's even more exciting. And that's why, too, like you're going to hear a lot coming in the months here about sponsoring and bringing on coaches. And just remember how you're feeling about that financial piece and how that can help somebody else, because there's so many people that need what we have or looking for something, or at the end of the night, they don't know how they're going to pay their electric bill or how they're going to, be able to feed their family or take a vacation. And we have such a gift that one helps people, but also you get healthy, but also can really change the trajectory of their financial future. So always keep that in mind too, especially new coaches. Remember, we offer Optavia. We don't just offer the one piece. So, all right. Kate, you have someone to celebrate next. We had two, but I think I only see one on here.
Yep, one has to be up too early in the morning to be on late tonight. So she will catch the recording. But real quick, just to shout out to her, just want to say big congratulations to Lindsay Kopf, or you might know her as Lindsay Beckelman. She has recommitted to helping some people achieve some health and really has some goals set out this time around. So she achieved senior coach in March, which was a very big achievement for her. So congratulations, girl. We love you. And I cannot wait to watch you get more people healthy and really make this a big deal in your life. And then also I'm going to come on and celebrate Jane, as Jane really has made a decision. And watching the entire lifespan of her business so far was really dabbling in the whole Optavia world. And all of a sudden one day she really decided that this is something that she was going to pursue. And so just watching her over the last few months, going from just Optavia coach, which there's nothing wrong with, to hitting senior coach and then hitting manager. Wait, give me the right things. Yes, manager, and then associate director in March. This girl has been on all the power hours. She has been asking questions in her coach thread. She is leading with her health, and is really doing all of the things necessary consistently to make the momentum shift. So Jane, congratulations. She's been working so hard with her mentorship team, Amma, also as well. Amma was on a hike, so we didn't know if she was going to be on or not. So, hey girl. But Jane, would you like to come off and just say a few things that have really shifted for you?
Yeah, I just made a decision, and I decided that this is going to work, and I'm going to do whatever I'm supposed to do. And I've noticed a shift in my being from last year to this year, because life happened last year and I just went with it. But this year, life is happening again, and I'm handling it differently. I'm not letting life get in the way of my business. And I'm just gonna keep going and be as consistent as possible, and do what, those lives I really don't like doing, but I do them anyway. Um, and whatever I'm asked to do, I do. And I've seen I guess it's like a mental shift, and that's really big. I could feel it, but I just decided I'm just going to keep going, and every just every month do better than I did the month before. And that's the decision I've made.
And you have been showing up. So Jane, congratulations on really doing what it takes. And even through the thick and thin of life, making time for your business and making it a priority, you can do all these things and still bring your business forward and really impact your entire life. So congratulations. And thank you so much for being so incredibly coachable over the last few months. Because like you said, you're like, what do I do? Do this. You're like, no, yes, okay. And it's working. So congratulations.
Thank you.
And yes, Jane gets the Power Hour Queen Award, which I think is such a testament to just being consistent and just continuing to do that each day. And this doesn't mean you have to put in hours and hours at work. You can if you want to get to that goal a little bit faster and you want to compress that time. But just taking that block of time every day and focusing in on the work that you need to do. So congrats, Jane. Awesome. So Eileen and I were talking about this, and then I was talking with Tammy and Kate about this, and we kind of wanted to do a little celebrating of some people, that it doesn't really matter if there's a rank up or anything, but just people that kind of recognize are really doing the work. So we're going to start doing this, but I'm just going to do this off the cuff a little bit. So number one, I want to say to Mary and Kevin Anderson, I'm not going to call it the comeback award because it's not like you went away or anything. But just seeing you two show up together has been incredible. And when you guys shared on Monday, it was great. You rocked it. So just wanted to say congrats, guys. Love seeing that. And then I wanted to say to Jane, because you're already the Power Hour Queen, so you're going to get 2 awards here, but I want to say consistency, because you just kept showing up and kept doing the work, and here we are celebrating associate director, which is amazing. So that's awesome. And then I want to do one last one, because this lady's business is blowing up, and there's one big reason for that is because she worked really, really hard on herself. And your business will only grow as much as you do. So sometimes your business will outgrow you, but it's always going to come back, right? Sometimes there's just so much excitement that you're just like, I don't even know what's going on. Eventually, that's going to come back to the level that you're at in your personal development and personal growth. And so, Tammy, I just wanted to give you a shout out for outrunning your business, and it's catching up to you. So great job. Amazing. I love seeing it. So exciting. you know, just like a personal note, like in our 6 years of coaching, last month was the highest group volume we've ever seen. So, you know, and we've had seasons of momentum and we've had seasons of no momentum. So, and we've been doing this 6 years, so we've seen a lot of different things. But last month was the highest by far that we've ever seen. And that is because of all you guys plugging in. And we are so honored to be part of your team and are always here to help in any way we can. And just excited to be doing this together. So let's go crush April. Awesome job, everybody. Congratulations. Eileen, we'll see you in the airport in a little while. All right, we're going to end the recording.